Vanakkam everyone. We are here again for another short session. The subject that we are going to talk today is about pluralism. Similar to other subjects that we discussed, this is also a very broad and important topic. I'm here with Aasaan at Semmai. Vanakkam Aasaan. What I understand from your teachings, human life should reflect pluralism. It should express diverse talents. This is what Ammayappa Supreme want for us, desire for us. This is Ammayappa's original, the order. But today, society, our lifestyle pushes us or forces towards similarity or uniformity. It happens in every level. It happens in every aspects. Schools, education, job, food, society, social rules. We can list many. Also, the society, almost the entire society, becomes dependent on the governments or organizations or people. What I would like to do is that I want you to help us to understand what does pluralism really means. Why is it important, necessary in our life?
Vanakkam Lavanya, Vanakkam everyone. There are few terms to mention. This idea, I would state some of them. Singularity, plurality, diversity, uniformity, and so on. I think I should start with the term singular. Single means there is only one. It doesn't have duality. Am I right? When something is called, it is single. It means that something doesn't have the other side, part, or version. Do you believe those kind of singles exist in this world? Nothing is single. Everything possesses. Everything is possessing duality and diversity within it. Whom do you call single? Who is single? Nobody is single. If a person is single, it is actually a mad idea or even bad idea to call a person he or she is single. Nobody is single. The term single actually denotes the body. The body is single. The if one man or a woman is called, they are single, which means his or her body is single, not mind, knowledge, emotion. Mind is filled with innumerous or infinite ideas. Nobody is having a single knowledge. Knowledge is not an idea for singularity, because the very basic idea of knowledge itself is against singularity. Gaining knowledge, gathering knowledge, understanding things is leading everyone towards the plurality. So, nobody is single in mind, nobody is single in knowledge, nobody can be single in emotions. How do we call him or her as single? That is what I mentioned earlier. The term denotes only the body's singularity. If that is the case, everyone is single. It is a stuffless idea. It is actually a hollow idea to call someone as single. So, one must be understanding the creation with its diversity. If you accept yourself a created particle of God, you will never consider yourself as a single person. In your mind, there are more and more ideas generating. You are killing some ideas. You are grooming some ideas. You are trying to feed some ideas. This is a continuous and perpetual process of mind. This is actually inevitable to any person. Your emotions are seeking multiple reactions, actions, and do's and don'ts each and every moment. So, mind, knowledge, emotions are conveying a truth that nothing is single, nothing is having singularity. So, we should burn this idea, and we should wear the ashes as our premier. Now, let us come to the real world. You are not single, but you are unified. Unity, universe are the terms which are actually consolidating singularities, pluralities, and diversities in one form. When innumerous diversities and pluralities are formed in an order which is perpetual, potential, is called universe. It should be called as unity. There are thousands of people who are gathered under an idea. Each and every one is having their own state of mind, knowledge levels, emotional levels. Mind, knowledge, emotions are different to each and every one of the gathering. But they are all standing for one cause. That one cause is forming an order, and that order is stable and with perpetuality, and that order is making that gathering as self-sustained to achieve the cause. Then we call that gathering is united. That is what unity is all about. Likewise, as a person, you should learn how to unify all your ideas, mind, knowledge, levels, emotional conflicts. If you can do these three things for one cause, you are unified. As a person, you are not single, you are unified. The term uni and the single are seeming to be similar, but they are not. No, am I right? They are not. When you write or read those terms, you may believe they possess same meaning. Actually, they are entirely different. But there is a commonness between those terms. That commonness is uniting those two terms in one idea. That one idea is the oneness. The oneness actually uniting the singularity and the term or prefix. It's not even a term, it's a prefix between universal, university. Uni and single are having deep rooted different ideas. The oneness is making them in a common sense. As a person, one should identify the oneness of him or herself. Actually, what is your oneness? What is your oneness? What can be your oneness? We may make it very simple to understand the oneness by understanding the idea of harmony. If you are able to form an order of your mental status, level of knowledge, and levels of emotions, you have formed a harmony of yourself. Now you are entering into the oneness. Just now you are entering into the oneness. There are infinite possibilities to understand everything in this universe are waiting in oneness. When a man or woman is entering into oneness, they will be able to see the universe in a tiny worm. In Tamil, we have mandiram in Tirumandiram, Tirumula Tirumandiram. That concept is Andame Pindam, Pindame Andam. A subtle particle is of universe. The universe is of a subtle particle. You can understand 5 elements through a butterfly, and you can understand atomic motions by understanding the human breathing behavior, natural breathing behavior will teach you to understand atomic motions. By understanding and interpreting the bodily manifestations, changes, devastations, you can easily and simply, uneasily, you can simply learn how this world has been manifested, diversified, devastated, and how does it appears in oneness. anything is possible in the sphere of oneness. Now, we must be very clear in understanding that the oneness is not an idea of singularity, and we must be very confident to say there is no singularity.
Got it.
No person is single. No idea is having singularity. So it is actually a bad belief which has been taught to make others to be obedient to the teachers. And I always wonder to understand the meaning of uniformity. Actually, it is not uniformity, it is duplicity. People are wearing same costume and call them uniform. Call the costume uniform. Actually, they have duplicated one design and they are trying to duplicate thousands of persons and call that style as uniform. So, if some hundreds of students are uniform in a school, why are you teaching all of them? You can teach one of them. One of them, and make everyone as educated. You need to be specific on each and every one of them, and every student is having their own issues and even positive things. You should treat them as individuals. You should take care of them according to their own needs and insufficiencies. This is the fact. By hiding all these things, the system is dressing them in a single style of costume and make all of them and parents in the society to believe there is no inequality. They are all uniformed. So, even in the factories, labors are uniformed. The concept of uniformity is practiced by the present system of institutions as the duplicity of one style, our own idea. The real uniformity is accepting the diversities and accepting all colors as equals. When you are accepting all textures, colors, shades as equals, You are forming a system of uniformity. Instead, when you are coloring them with your own interests and call them they are uniformed, it is actually the idea of bad intention. Now it has grown as intentions of hegemonial institutions. Now they are preaching us to be uniformed. They are preaching the society to be unified. Actually, they are the one who are opposing the idea of uniformity. One person, a person who is considering himself is single is a myth. And the crowd of thousands which is wearing same costume and it claims that it is having an equal space or practice is a myth. The real uniformity is accepting the diversities. The real uniformity is having contradictions with the intention of seeking truth. The real uniformity is having the will to understand the pluralism. If you are willing to be in unified state of mind, you must accept all your contradictions. You must understand your contradictions. You must interpret in good manner all of them. You must leave the idea that you are a single person. We are all coming out of one source. The source is one. We call it as the term, we call it Ormai. We are all coming out of Ormai. Oneness can be more or less an equivalent to that. We are all coming out of oneness. One day we will be entering into oneness after this life. But we can feel the oneness when we live by understanding the idea of diversity and pluralism. For that, you should start this lesson by eradicating the mischievous activities of duplicity. You should not be addicted to the duplicity, and you should not believe the duplicity as the uniformity. So, these are some basic ideas I just wanted to share with you when you asked me that question.
Thank you. Thank you, Aasaan. There is so much to learn and so much to take in. These are some of the aspects and topics we have covered in this lesson today: singularity, plurality, uniformity, diversity, oneness, and pluralism, I think. On top of that, there were some important clarifications about the misconceptions and the misunderstandings around singularity, uniformity, and oneness as well. Some of my key takeaways are that there is nothing that is single. And what we call uniformity is just duplication. Real uniformity is accepting diversity, understanding contradictions, and understanding pluralism. There is more to add to that. There are a lot of teachings in today's lesson, and it takes time to understand. Once again, thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to another short lesson to explore some other topics. Thank you.